So on Jesus Christ Talk to Me Nice, somebody asked me to make a video about setting boundaries, right? So I'm just give you a little bit of what I think about it, and also what I learned from my personal experience and other people's experience. So I say you pretty much have to set boundaries for you and the next person. And what I mean by that is pretty much saying, like, don't do stuff or play with a person's mind or do anything to harm a person if you know you wouldn't like it if the shoe was on the other foot, right? Some people won't set boundaries, so you have to set it for them. You know what I mean? And sometimes that is necessary. But for yourself, you have to set boundaries for yourself, because you will find yourself accepting certain behavior and things from people that will hurt you in the long run. Like it can be anything, not just with relationships. It can be just with friendships or associates or whatever. You know what I mean? So when you don't set boundaries for you or the next person, it kind of opens the door for you to hurt people. And it also opens the door for you to be hurt. You know, sometimes being too understanding can cause you not to set boundaries. You know what I mean? Because if you're really a genuine person and you really care about others and how they feel about certain stuff, you don't want to hurt the person. So therefore, you're going to be catering more to their needs while they're really giving you the bare minimum. You know what I mean? And let's be realistic. There's a lot of narcissistic behavior and manipulation going on. Right now, that is at an all-time high. You know what I mean? So you have to set boundaries, ask questions, and get some clarity when you're dealing with people. Because if you don't, then that will cause you to go with the flow, which is not going to end well for you. You know what I mean? And when you do that, it will somewhat cause a person to look at you different or kind of devalue you, like, in a way. You know what I mean? Because first thing they're going to say if y'all fall out is, well, you accepted it, so it's really your fault. Which is kind of, yeah, it's true. You know what I mean? Because there is no self accountability on their end. But at the same time, that's just a form of manipulation in a way, because you shouldn't have to tell a person how to treat you. You see what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to tell people certain stuff in order for them to meet your needs and for you to meet theirs. You see what I'm saying? In a way, it kind of end up being a one-way street, whether they think it or whether you think it or not. You know what I mean? So you have to set boundaries and you have to actually stand on it. Do not cross your own boundaries. Don't say one thing and get a person to think this way and then switch it up and do all of that, because that is causing confusion. You see what I'm saying? It's causing mixed signals and all type of stuff. You see what I'm saying? On both of you guys' part. You know what I mean? So yeah, you have to. I feel like asking questions and all that other stuff, it shouldn't be necessary, because we're all grown people. We know right from wrong. You see what I'm saying? But I'm starting to see that my common sense is not everybody's common sense. You know what I'm saying? People move off how they feel at that moment or what they want at the moment. You see what I'm saying? But they're not realizing how it can hurt other people and also hurt yourself. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's also important to know yourself, spend time with yourself to know what you want and what you don't want. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you have to take things slow and see, like, okay, if this is compatible for me, will I be able to handle that? You see what I'm saying? So don't be too understanding, because narcissists are out here, man. I'm telling you, they are out here and they seek to devour. You see what I'm saying? Some people play on your heart. Some people play on your intelligence. They know you have a heart for them, or you just have a heart in general. You know what I'm saying? They use that. You see what I'm saying? It didn't got so good to sometimes they will use self accountability to manipulate your mind, to make you feel sorry for them, to get you to accept something lower than what you're worth. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's getting ridiculous, and we really have to watch out for these type of people. We have to set boundaries. We have to do all of that, man. It's a shame, and it happens to the best of us, but take it as a learning experience. Take it as a learning experience, and keep working on yourself, so when the right people come into your life, you can be able to receive them correctly, and you will be able to treat them correctly. You will be able to place them in their correct category. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot. You got to have self-discipline. Like, you have to communicate effectively, and everything, man. you know but if you already then went through it, then this take that as a life learning experience. Everything we go through is to learn, you know what I mean, for the future. So you necessarily not taking an L. And and if you are dealing with a narcissist, them leaving or you cutting them off is not really necessarily an L, because they never cared about your feelings and your needs, your your feelings or your needs anyway. So they ain't gonna do nothing but go to the next person anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because they have a lot of people they can talk to, or they really can confide in, or whatever. But for you, you're not taking the L because they wasn't fulfilling your needs anyway, and you was getting hurt more than they was helping you. You know what I mean? So, man, if you got out of that situation, keep it like that, and you know what I'm saying? Hold yourself accountable, but also don't hold yourself too accountable, because it takes two. It takes two for something to fall apart, and it takes two to make something work. You know what I mean? So, yeah, don't go rebuilding bridges you didn't burn. You know what I mean? And if you feel like you were wrong, then apologize and change your actions. You know what I'm saying? It can all be so simple. So, that's all I really had to say about that. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. Y'all be easy and stay blessed.